Hello and welcome to my new channel. I'm Tara and this is my very late January wrap-up. Yes, it's late. I don't really have an explanation for that. Actually, I do. Actually, no, I don't. I've wanted to make a YouTube channel for reading. So, yes, this is my January wrap-up because I haven't gotten to make a video. Because I haven't gotten to make a video. That's the only explanation. This is my January wrap-up in the middle of February. So I have this notebook that my sister gave me for Christmas, and this is where I'm writing. I'm editing, and I was trying to say that is where I'm writing all the books that I'm reading. Like, I'm writing down the books that I'm reading. My rambling needs to stop. The first book I read in January is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. And let me tell you, there are not very many books that I've rated 5 stars, but this one is 5 stars. I read this on vacation, and if you look at it, it kind of looks like it's gonna be a hard read. For some people, if you're new to reading, it would probably be a hard read, and it's pretty thick. It was actually an easier read than I thought it was going to be. I actually got this at Walmart, and it's in great condition. This was actually my first fantasy book, and I recommend this. If you're new to fantasy and you're trying to get into fantasy, read this book first, because it doesn't jump into things too fast. It's not like, whoa, what's it? Whoa. What is all this coming at me? It's very subtle and easy to get into, and it gradually gets you more into, things. The second book I read in January is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and I'm sitting on a tape measure. That's painful. This book was so well thought out that I was completely speechless. So yes, this book was so good. I rated it 4 stars because I felt like, I don't know. I don't really know why I rated it 4 stars. Why did I rate it 4 stars? I actually rated this 4 stars because I felt like it cussed more than it needed to. It said some words. But yes, highly recommend this book as well. Great book choice if you're in a reading slump. Read this book as well. The third book I read in January is Everything, Everything by Nicola Yoon. It's really an easy read. That's why I read it in a day. It was okay. There was one scene that skipped over it. The next book I read is The Wicked King, which is the second book in the Cruel Prince series. And I honestly don't know why I didn't read this sooner, because all the books, except for the last one, end on cliffhangers. So I don't know why I didn't read it sooner. Probably because I was on vacation and I kind of got caught up in reading. No, I actually didn't. Why didn't I get the other book? Because I know I wasn't busy. Why didn't I? Because I did not forget about the...
Bro, just get over it, please.
It was amazing. I rated this whole series 5 stars. And then the next book I read was The Queen of Nothing, which is the last book in that series. This book, I really liked this one too. There was a scene in that I wasn't very fond of. It wasn't really graphic or anything, but it was definitely there still. And I don't like reading that stuff, but I would still read those books again because they were amazing. The next book I read, this book, I After reading the Cruel Prince series, it was so good that it got me in a reading slump, and I ended up DNFing a whole bunch of books because I just couldn't get that one out of my head and out of my brain. So then I got Love and Gelato. It was kind of like a mystery-ish romance. I rated this one 2 stars because it wasn't me. And the next book I read, which I have been telling myself this so many times. I wish I would have read this book sooner. I wish I would have. My friend Sayla gave this book to me for, I think it was my birthday or something. She was like, oh my gosh, you need to read this book. And I probably should have listened to her, but I was like, she's not really a bookworm, so she probably doesn't know what she's talking about. Yes, I said that about my best friend. So I didn't read the book for like a year. And then she kept asking me, she would ask me a few times, be like, hey, did you get to read that book? And I was like, oh, not yet. I have some library books I need to finish first. And then, yeah, I kept blowing it off. But then this year I was like, you know what? People are starting to talk about this on Book Talk. I need to read it. So, the 7th book I read in January is One of Us is Lying by Karen McManus. And holy crap, you guys, this gorgeous book right here, read it. This was truly amazing. Again, really well thought out. I'm trying not to spoil this right now for y'all. But yes, this book was really good. I rated it 4 stars, so. Last book I read is One of Us is Next, which is the 2nd book in that series. And I think there's actually one coming out next year, which is exciting. I think it's called One of Us is Back. This one follows Bronwyn, Cooper, Nate, sorry, I didn't know where it was, and Addie. And in the next book, it follows Knox, Phoebe, and Maeve, which is Bronwyn's little sister. It was also really good. I can't really decide which one was my favorite. Right now I'm just sticking with rating them both 4 stars. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this very late video and have a great day, evening, wherever you are.